Hello and welcome to Maths by Anuj.
In this video, I'm going to discuss the questions of advanced problems in mathematics for JEE Mains and Advanced by Vikas Gupta and Pankaj Joshi. So I'll be starting with chapter functions, exercise 1. First question. Range of the function fx is equal to log base 2 minus log root 2 base 16 sin square x plus 1. The options are A 0 to 1, B minus infinity to 1, C minus 1 to 1 and D minus infinity to infinity. Now I can see there is a sine square x in this question, so I will approach the question first with sine square x because I know the range of sine square x is 0 to 1. So I write here 0 less than sine square x less than equal to 1. So 16 sine square x will lie between 0 to 16. Now 16 sin square x plus 1 will lie between 1 to 16 plus 1, that is 17. Now I have to take log of this term 16 sin square x plus 1. As I can see in the question, it is written here log base root 2 16 sin square x plus 1. So before taking log, you need to assure that the term for which I have to take log should be positive, and I can see 16 sin square x plus 1 lies between 1 to 17, so it is positive, hence I can take log of this particular term 16 sin square x plus 1. But I know that log 1 is 0, so this becomes 0 less than log base root 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to log 17 base root 2. Now I have to put minus sign before that, so the inequality will reverse, hence it becomes minus log 17 to the base root 2 less than minus log root 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to 0. Now adding 2 both the sides, so it becomes 2 minus log 17 to the base root 2 less than equal to 2 minus log root 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to 2. Now I can see again I have to take log of this term 2 minus log root 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to 2. But as I see the left term 2 minus log 17 to the base root 2. Now this 17 to the base root 2 is a term which is greater than 2. How? Let us see. Log 17 to the base root 2 can be written as log 17 2 to the power 1 by 2. Now this power on the head of 2 comes in the denominator, so it becomes log 17 to the base 2 1 upon 1 by 2. So this becomes 2 log 17 to the base 2. Now I see there is log 17 to the base 2. This term is greater than 4 because log 16 to the base 2 is 4 and this is log 17 to the base 2. So this is obviously a term which is greater than 4 and it is getting subtracted from 2. So this term actually becomes negative and I cannot take log of any negative term. So the only range for which I can take the log of this term is that it should lie between 0 to 2 and then only I can take log of this term. So let us restrict it to 0 to 2, otherwise I cannot take log of this. So 0 to 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to 2. Now I see, before going further into the solution, let us know what is the graph of log function. So we had 0 great less than equal to 2 minus log root 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to 2. Now before going further into the solution, let us draw the graph of ln x, log x. This is 1, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So the graph of ln x is something like this, roughly like this. Okay, so you see between 0 to 1, okay, 0 to 1, log, the values of log are, the range is minus infinity to 0. So now I see this term lies between 0 to 2, 0 to 2, here is 2. So this term should lie between, and I am taking log of this term with base 2. So 0 to 1 will give me all the negative values, and for log 2 base 2 here I will get the value to be 1. Hence the range becomes minus infinity to log base 2, 2 minus log base root 2 16 sin square x plus 1 less than equal to 1. Hence the range is equal to minus infinity to 1. So we see here B option is correct. Moving on to the next question, the value of a and b for which e to the power x minus b mod minus a whole mod is equal to 2 has 4 distinct solutions are: a belongs to minus 3 to infinity, b is equal to 0, b a belongs to 2 to infinity, b is equal to 0, c a belongs to 3 to infinity, b belongs to r, d a belongs to 2 to infinity, b is equal to a. Now how do we approach this question? For this question I would be drawing graph of y is equal to e to the power x minus b mod minus a whole mod and y is equal to 2, and I will count that there should be 4 intersections of both the graphs, and for that the corresponding value of a, so that will be the answer, and the corresponding value of b should be the answer for that. So now let us first draw the graph of e to the power x minus b mod, taking a to be 0. Here I consider b to be belonging to r, b should belong to r, so I'll draw the graph. So this is y-axis, this is the x-axis, y-axis. So if b is supposed to be here, so the graph of e to the power x minus b will look something like this, something roughly like this, depends on the value of b. Okay, so the graph will shift left and right accordingly depending on the value of b, but I have to draw the graph of e to the power x minus b minus a. So now, and I have to draw the graph of y is equal to 2. So let us see. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. The x-axis and the y-axis. So in order to find 4 distinct solutions, I will draw y is equal to 2 and I will draw the graph of e to the power x minus b minus a. Now let us take a to be 1. So the graph will be look something like this, and if I draw y is equal to 2 here, I can get only 2 distinct solutions, because y is equal to 2 will pass like will be passing like this, and I get only 2 distinct solutions here. This is y is equal to 2. So a cannot be equal to 1, sorry, a cannot be equal to 1. In order to get 4 distinct solutions, I need to increase the value of a. So what if I make the value of a to be 3? So the graph will be something like this. Starts from here, it will be like this, touching y is equal to 2, again here, and then so I see at when this is for a is equal to 3. So for a is equal to 3, I see I can take 1, 2, 3. So if I increase the value of a beyond this, I will get 4 distinct solutions. A is equal to 3 here, okay. So now I can see that a belongs to 3 to infinity, b belongs to r. So the correct option will be C. Third question, range of the function fx is equal to tan inverse x plus 1 by 2 sin inverse x. Options are A minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, B minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus 0, C minus pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, D minus 3 pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4. Now how do we approach this question? For here I need to find the domain of tan inverse x and sin inverse x. So I know the domain for tan inverse x is domain of tan inverse x is R, and the domain for sin inverse x is minus 1 to 1. So the common region, the intersection of R and minus 1 to 1 is minus 1 to 1. Hence the domain for the function fx, domain for fx, it should be minus 1 to 1. Okay, now I have to find the range of this function within minus 1 to 1. So in minus 1 to 1, I know that tan inverse x is an increasing function. Tan inverse x is an increasing function. Tan inverse x is an increasing function. Also is sin inverse x. Sin inverse x is also increasing function in minus 1 to 1. So I can easily say that I will get the least value. It means the minimum value of the range at x equal to minus 1. So at x equal to minus 1, I get tan inverse minus 1. Tan inverse minus 1 plus tan 1 by 2 sin inverse minus 1. So tan inverse minus 1 is minus pi by 4 plus 1 by 2. Tan inverse minus 1 is minus pi by 2. So this becomes minus pi by 4 and minus pi by 4. So it becomes minus pi by 2, and at x equal to 1, we get the maximum value, that is tan inverse 1 plus 1 by 2 sin inverse 1. So tan inverse 1 is pi by 4 plus 1 by 2 into pi by 2. Sin inverse 1 is pi by 2. So this becomes pi by 4 plus pi by 4, that is pi by 2. Hence pi by 2. Hence the range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 closed bracket. Both will fall in the range. So I can see the correct option is C. Next question, find the number of real ordered pairs x and y for which x 16 to the power x square plus y plus 16 to the power x plus y square is equal to 1. Options are A 0, B 1, C 2 and D 3. Now for this question I will be using a property am greater than equal to gm. Am greater than equal to gm. Am is the arithmetic mean GM is known as the geometric mean. So now let us first discuss about this property. What is this property? I know that AM is A, if I consider two numbers A and B by A and B, so A plus B by 2 is the AM. This is greater than equal to AB to the power 1 by 2. Now we have to keep in mind that the terms which we are considering here should be positive. Why? Because here we are taking root of these terms A and B. So if either of them is negative, then the root won't be defined. So hence we need to consider the terms to be positive. Okay. Now for I know that 16 to the power x square plus y and 16 to the power x plus y square is positive for all real values of x and y. Hence I can use this property on this question. So it becomes 16 to the power x square plus y plus 16 to the power x plus y square upon 2 greater than equal to 16 to the power x square plus y into 16 to the power x plus y square whole power 1 by 2. Okay. So now I see this value is 1 as given in the question. So it becomes 1 by 2 greater than equal to 16 to the power x square plus y into 16 to the power x plus y square whole power 1 by 2. So now it becomes 1 by 2 greater than equal to 16 to the power x square plus y plus x plus y square whole power 1 by 2. Now in order to remove this power, I will square both the sides. So this becomes 1 by 4 greater than equal to 16 to the power x square plus y plus x plus y square. Yeah, in the previous step I have added the powers because the base is same, so I can add the powers. Okay. So now after this I can write 16 to the power x square plus y plus x plus y square. This 16 can be expressed as 4 to the power 2. So it becomes 4 to the power, this can be written as 4 to the power minus 1 greater than 4 to the power 2 into x square plus y plus x plus y square. So now as this term is greater than this term, hence the power of this should be greater than this. So this I can write like this, that 2 into x square plus y plus x plus y square will be less than equal to minus 1. So now I can write after like this, that x square plus y square plus x plus y should be less than equal to minus 1 by 2. Now it can be written as x square plus x plus y square plus y plus 1 by 2 less than equal to 0. Now I'll try to make this term a perfect square. So x square plus 2 into 1 by 2 into x plus 1 by 4 plus y square plus 2 into 1 by 2 into y plus 1 by 4 will be less than equal to 0. See here 1 by 2 is divided as written as 1 by 4 and 1 by 4, because 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 1 by 2, this is less than 0. So now see, I can write it this term, this whole thing as x plus 1 by 2 whole square, and this to be y plus 1 by 2 whole square less than equal to 0. Now I know this is two square quantities, and the sum of two square quantities can never be negative. So the least value they can possess is 0. So the value for x for which this term can be 0 is x is equal to minus 1 by 2, and the same for y is equal to minus 1 by 2, this will be 0. Hence the required ordered pair is minus 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2. This is the required ordered pair and the only ordered pair. Hence I see the correct option is B. Next question. The complete range of values of a such that 1 by 2 to the power mod x is equal to x square minus a is satisfied for maximum number of values of a x is options minus infinity to minus 1, b minus infinity to infinity, c minus 1 to 1, d minus 1 to infinity. So in this question I have to find the set of values of a for which I have this function to be, this equation to be satisfied. Okay. So now 1 by 2 to the power mod x, I will, in this question I will draw graph. So first of all I need to know the graph for 1 by 2 to the power x. Now before that let us see that 1 by 2 is a quantity less than 1. So a to the power x, the graph for a to the power x is roughly like this. But when this is for when a is greater than 1, but for a less than 1 the graph becomes like this. So here we have a less than 1, that is 1 by 2. So the graph for 1 by 2 to the power x should be like this, roughly like this. But since we are taking mod means mod of x, so it means whatever the negative values if I take here in x will also show the same result as for the positive values of x. So here I can see the positive values of x, the graph is like going like this, and for the negative values the graph is going up. So what happens for negative values, the graph also becomes like this. So it becomes like this. Now I'll draw it properly here. So it becomes like this. Like this. This is 1. This is y is equal to 1. It becomes like this. Now this is the graph of 1 by 2 to the power mod x. Now the other graph I have to draw is x square minus a. Now I know this is x square minus a is a parabolic graph. The coefficient of x square is 1, that is positive. So this will be an upward parabola like this, upward facing parabola, upward parabola. Okay, this is because the coefficient of x square is positive. Coefficient of x square is positive. For coefficient of x square positive, we always have upward parabola. Now you see what can be the least solution I can get when the graph of x square minus a is like this. So what should be the value of a in this case? The value of a in this case should be minus 1, because if I put x square minus a here, x to be minus 1, x square minus a is equal to minus 1, so it becomes x square plus 1. It means the vertex is, so it means the value of at x equal to 1, at x equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So it means the graph will be like this, parabola like this, and it will go up like this. So if I make it to be minus 2, this graph will shift up, so there won't be any solutions. So the minimum value that a can take here is minus 1. Okay, now see this, for this I take a to be minus 1, and I can keep increasing the positive values of a. So it will go from minus 1 to infinity, because at x square, if I put positive values, this will be x square minus 2. Like for example, a is equal to 2, it becomes x square minus 2. The graph will be keep shifting downwards. Hence I will have at least 2 solutions in all the cases. So I cannot take negative values of a. If I take -2, the graph will shift upward, so I won't get any solutions. Therefore this should be the range of A, so this is the correct option is D.